This is the story of a woman who almost lost everything, but refused to break, a writer, a mother, and a fighter whose words saved her child's life. Stay with me. You'll want to hear every second. What do you do when your child is disabled, your marriage is collapsing, your house is destroyed, your money is gone, and even your only manuscript, your dreams, are reduced to ashes? Most people would break. Most people would give up. But one woman didn't. Her name was Pearl S. Buck, a mother who fought for her child, rebuilt her life from nothing, and wrote a novel that shook the world. A woman who rose from despair to become the first American woman to win the Nobel Prize in literature. This is not just a story. This is a reminder that a mother's love is stronger than any storm. Let's begin. Pearl was born in West Virginia in 1892. But she spent only 3 months in America before her missionary parents carried her across the ocean to China, the place she would truly call home. She grew up in Zhenjiang on the Yangtze River. She learned Chinese before she learned English. She played with Chinese children, listened to Chinese stories, and absorbed Chinese life so deeply that she said, "I spoke Chinese first and more easily. I did not consider myself a white person." She lived between two cultures, belonging everywhere yet nowhere. This gift, this confusion, this blend of worlds would one day make her one of the most important writers of the 20th century. But first, her life had to fall apart. In 1917, Pearl married John Lossing Buck, an agricultural missionary. She taught English literature, worked hard, and believed life would eventually get easier. But in 1920, everything changed. She gave birth to her daughter, Carol, a child she loved more than anything. But something was wrong. Carol couldn't speak properly, couldn't learn basic tasks, and suffered violent tantrums. Today, we know she had PKU, a condition that causes severe developmental disabilities. But back then, no one understood it. Pearl's husband shut down emotionally. He didn't help. He didn't support her. He didn't even allow her financial independence. Pearl had to raise Carol almost entirely alone, teaching, cooking, comforting, praying, fighting. Some days she felt hope. Other days she felt heartbreak. She once wrote, "Sometimes I can scarcely bear to look at other children and see what she might have become." She was a mother drowning in love and pain at the same time, and life was not done testing her. In 1927, China erupted in violence during the Nanking incident. Pearl fled with nothing but her children and the clothes on her back. Her home was looted, her belongings scattered, and in the attic, where she worked tirelessly, soldiers destroyed the only copy of the novel she'd just completed. Years of work gone in minutes. Her marriage was collapsing. Her daughter needed expensive care. She had no money, no safety, no manuscript. Pearl was 35 years old, poor, exhausted, alone in a foreign land with a disabled child, and trapped in a controlling marriage. This should have been the end. Instead, it was the beginning. Pearl didn't start writing for fame. She didn't write out of inspiration. She wrote because it was the only way to save her daughter. She found an old magazine listing literary agents and wrote to 3. 2 rejected her instantly. The third, David Lloyd, said yes. Her first novel, East Wind, West Wind, was rejected 25 times before finally being accepted by the very last publisher on the list. One more rejection, and it would have disappeared forever. And still, Pearl kept writing. Because mothers don't quit, mothers don't break, mothers keep going, even when it hurts. Back in China, Pearl wrote with fire inside her. In just 3 months, she finished The Good Earth. It was a novel about ordinary Chinese farmers, human, dignified, real at a time when Americans knew almost nothing about China. The Good Earth was chosen by the Book of the Month Club. Something unbelievable happened. Pearl opened the envelope and found a check for $4,000 for a woman who had lived in fear of poverty, who had begged her husband for money, who had cried herself to sleep wondering how she would ever care for Carol. This check was more than money. It was hope. It was breath. It was the first moment in Pearl's life when she felt the ground strengthen beneath her feet. For the first time ever, Pearl had financial security. But the miracle didn't stop there. The Good Earth exploded across America. It didn't just sell well, it became a phenomenon, selling nearly 2 million copies in its first year and becoming the best-selling novel of 1931 and 1932. During the Great Depression, when the whole world was struggling to survive, Pearl earned over $100,000 in 18 months, an unimaginable fortune for that time. And what did she do? Without hesitation, without thinking of comfort or luxury, she placed $40,000, almost half her earnings, directly into Carol's long-term care. Because Pearl wasn't just a great writer, she was a warrior mother, a woman who fought every battle life threw at her, a woman who refused to break, a woman who took her pain and turned it into a future for her daughter. Her success wasn't a reward, it was a victory, won through tears, sacrifice, and the unshakable power of a mother's love. But she didn't stop there. She adopted children from different races and cultures. She fought for women's rights, civil rights, and disability rights. She founded Welcome House, the first international interracial adoption agency in the United States. She wrote more than 70 books. She gave a voice to those who had none, because she knew what it felt like to be unseen. Pearl S. Buck didn't become great because her life was easy. She became great because her life was hard. She wrote her masterpieces with a broken heart, with a mother's fear, with a survivor's strength. She wrote to save her daughter and ended up changing the world. Her story reminds us, your pain can become your power, your struggle can become your strength, and a mother's love can move mountains. Pearl S. Buck proved that even when life destroys everything you built, you can build something even greater. Sometimes the greatest stories are born from the deepest wounds, and sometimes a mother just trying to save her child ends up saving millions. If this story touched your heart, inspired you, or reminded you of the power of love and courage, share it with someone who needs hope today. Let Pearl S. Buck's journey remind us all that even in our darkest moments, we can rise again, rebuild our lives, and achieve something extraordinary. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories that will motivate, uplift, and show you the strength you already have inside.